Today we want to look at the tab Color Children of the reservation form. We get to the form directly when we click on the suitcase icon in the menu and click on the tab Color Children. This page displays additional details concerning the stay data per reservation. The registration number serves us as a unique identification of a process and will be created automatically after we have saved our reservation for the very first time. After having assigned once, the registration number cannot be changed anymore. We can mark each reservation with different colors for the display in separate overviews. This is possible for each reservation individually or can be set automatically depending on the type of reservation or the guest type of the customer's guest number. By an individual setting of the color, we can choose default colors or select the color freely via the buttons next to the drop-down. In the field Customer Number for Guests, we can enter a different customer number for the guest instead of the one for the reservation, should it be a different customer. The button with the family allows calling the guest database. The guest number can be taken over from the guest database with the button Paste. In the field Customer Number for Invoice, we can enter a different customer number for invoice instead of the one for the reservation, should it be a different customer. The button with the family allows calling the guest database. The guest number can be taken over from the guest database with the button Paste. The match code is usually the guest's name. We can search for a reservation via the search item. The match code is automatically deduced from the customer guest entry, but we can still change it afterwards. The field next to it is the field for the match code 2. This field is used by us for internal booking numbers of OTAs or tour operators. We can use the 9 user fields for different purposes, either for evaluations and statistics, for different rooming, ages, or to use selections which have an impact on pricing. We can also use those fields to control articles like the city tags to be displayed on the invoice if needed and be removed when the reservation is free of it. The so-called children fields can be used by us for the number of discounted children or other reasonable differentiation, like differences in pricing between teachers and students. The fields called free bed can be used for the number of places free of charge for groups. An automatic calculation of free accommodation can be defined by our administrator. Next to the number of children, we can see which path this process is in. The current path on the left, next to it the total number of paths. Normally, one path contains its period. All paths can be seen on the page path. Thanks to this function, it is possible to book a varying number of guests, for example of a group, per day or to change rooms during the stay. We can skip through the paths with the 2 buttons. One path is sufficient in most cases.